Hi everyone, I'm about to show you how to style the headings that we created in the bite-sized video for creating headings using HTML. So let's get right to it. As is customary, what I want to do is have the headings file that I've created be the HTML down below. And then up top, I'm going to use my style lessons.css. You'll notice that the CSS file is going to grow as we add certain things to it. So I'm going to try and keep it in some semblance of order here. And I'm going to allow myself to do all sorts of different things with style here. So I have headings that I want to style. I'm going to just pencil those in here. Okay, H5 and H6. Okay. And with CSS, you may know that whenever we style a heading, it's going to apply to any instance of that heading on the page. And so I'll show you how that works too. So for this, I'm just going to, instead of using color, or in addition to using color, I'm going to use font size. Fonts family as the CSS to use here. And I'm going to use some of the basic font stacks that you might encounter. So this one I'm going to do Helvetica, Arial, and sans-serif. And so you notice that my font family has changed immediately to use whatever font it finds first. So it looks for Helvetica. If it can't find Helvetica, it'll try Arial, and then it'll look for sans-serif. Okay. In my H2, I'm going to change a color. And so I'll change the color from the default to, let's say, a nice dark gray. Okay. And so my H2s are going to take on that color whenever they are visible over here. For some reason, it did not look like it took it, so I forgot something, and it looks like I forgot some 5s. All right, so I now have my H2, and I'm going to use that for subtitles. All right, I have an H3, and for this one, I want to give it a little bit fancier of a style, or something that might be a little bit different than others. And so I'm going to use just the regular fantasy font. That's not a font. So I'm going to use the default fantasy font for this heading. I'm not applying any real visual style to this. I'm really just trying to show you how the different headers work. And so on and so forth, we can add in color changes and make our adjustments as necessary. So I'm going to make this one a 996699. I'm going to make this one, let's give this one a background color of blue. Oh, that's going to be nasty. Let's make this light blue. And so there are different ways to apply color, and you'll see those used interchangeably. But the other thing I want you to notice is something specific about how these are marking on the page. And my H6, I always want this to be a little bit larger, so I'm going to give this a font size of 1.2M. It's going to make this just a little bit larger. Let's see. So we'll say go 12 pixels on this one. Okay, so that I can apply a font size to that as necessary. All right. One thing I'll have you notice is that in H5, I can see that this is a block level element. So this block is going to extend all the way across the page from top to bottom, from left to right. And there will always be a default styling to each one of these headings. And so we're really working with making changes to the default styling. But if we don't make any changes, the default styling will always apply. So hopefully this helps you to sort out how to work with headings. And in another lesson, we'll talk about the box model and how that works.